Morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel, Everyday Carry for Everyday People. Grounds here. I know this video is pretty early, but obviously where I am, dis mos hierdie mense se nuwe jaar, but that's not the reason that I'm up so early. It was something that I've been thinking about for a while now that's really been plying me. So let's get into it. First and foremost, again, full disclaimer, the channel is not supported or promoted by any organization, any company, anything of the sort. And the reason that I've opted to do that there is simple. I wanted to be able to give open and honest opinions and open and honest views with regards to a lot of things. So first and foremost, thank you to everybody who watched the last video. Views were pretty high, so I appreciate that there. For those that subscribe to the channel, I thank you for that too. I'm not doing this channel here to get views or subscribers. I don't have any intention of being a social media influencer or anything of the sort. Primarily, I set up this channel here as a means to be able to express myself and my points of view and get different people's opinions and points of view. As an expat, whether you have your family with you, whether you don't, whether you have friends, whether you don't, doesn't really matter. There are things that get under people's skin quite a bit. Now, with that little rant and rave out of the way, pretty important topic. I got in touch with the regional manager for Southern Africa at Emirates. I'm very grateful for the fact that the gentleman accepted my invitation on LinkedIn on the 3rd of October 2021, and I'm not going to go in hard on him because obviously he only started in the position around about February of 2021. So he inherited quite a bit, particularly with regards to the pandemic. This video here is going in hard on Emirates Airways as a whole. So I sent the gentleman a message, like I said, on the 31st of January 2022, which was yesterday. And in the message, I was quite clear about one fact, the fact that Africans, Southern Africans, and more importantly, South Africans were given a pretty raw deal since the onset of the pandemic. So I was brutal, blunt, and to the point in the message. And for any of you that would like to see it, I'll take a screenshot. Obviously, I'll block out the man's face and his name because I'm not here to dox anyone. But the message read like this here. Since the onset of the pandemic, Emirates has given South Africans a raw deal. I have a proposal based on a loyalty program to ensure that the damage done between Emirates Airways and the South African market be addressed. I sent it pretty early, like I said, on the 31st of January 2022, and I said that if I didn't hear back from him by the close of business South African time, I would take it as Emirates Airways not giving a damn about the South African market. Well, lo and behold, I didn't receive a message. So with that being said, let's get into the fact that Emirates Airlines has pretty much messed us as South Africans over. Let's talk a little bit about the history of Emirates Airways in South Africa, particularly with regards to consumers, which is you and I. And let's talk a little bit about certain things that can be done to address this injustice. Let's call it what it is. All right. So first and foremost, Emirates Airlines has been operating within South Africa for at least 2 decades. All right. South African consumers, South African travelers, South African expats abroad have turned to Emirates Airways. We've given them a lot of drought. Let's call it what it is. All right. And the reason for that is because South Africans are generally decent people who like to give the benefit of the doubt and don't like to see other people getting screwed over. So they enjoyed a pretty good run within South Africa. I mean, just looking at it, when was it? The 4th of November. In the travel news, Emirates Airways reopens Cape Town Travel Lounge. That was the 4th of November, and then they turned around and screwed us. So, okay, fine, cool. Okay. South Africans have tended to lean towards Emirates Airways because we felt that their service was good, and we felt that there was reciprocity in this relationship. Obviously, that's not the case. I mean, for a customer to basically say, look, I'm giving you till the end of business today to get back to me so we can actually discuss this here, so that your organization can make amends, and to receive nothing. Basically says, look, Emirates Airways doesn't give a damn about the South African market. Fine, fair enough. I mean, a lot of you guys out there have posted on the different Facebook pages where you've been emailing, trying to phone, trying to get in touch, no response. So this tells us a lot about what Emirates Airlines feels about the South African market. Cool. All right. Now, here's the thing. For all of you working in the Gulf, your companies, your organizations pay for your tickets. Okay. I'm not asking you to forego anything, because that would just be irresponsible and downright stupid of me. What I am saying is your companies, your organizations book your tickets for you to travel home once a year, return. If they book on Emirates, take it. My view is take it. It's a free ticket. You've earned that right. It's part of your contract. Here's where, as South Africans, we should get a little smarter. All right. Just to digress a little bit, I was reading an article last week that said Emirates Airways put together a loyalty program for their American customers and clients. I don't begrudge the Americans that they know how to combine their purchasing power to get the best deal for them. It's not the Americans that I have a problem with, it's Emirates Airways, because obviously it seems like we cater to certain markets more than the other. So moving back, when you guys in the Gulf have some time off and the pandemic is pretty much settled, and you decide that you're going to go home, or you're going to travel, or whatever the case is, my humble appeal to all of you is don't use Emirates Airways. Okay, just don't. They've pretty much shown us that they don't care. I mean, there was a gentleman on one of those Facebook feeds. I'm not going to say who, because I don't dox people, but he's a swell guy. They cancelled his flight, all right, to South Africa, and they had the audacity to pretty much just refund him for the tax of the ticket. Well, that says a lot. Apparently, Emirates Airways flew out on, when was it, Saturday the 29th of January 2022. They're not doing us any favors. They get paid for it. We customers. If you can't treat your customer with respect, then you don't deserve it. So when you guys have some free time and you're looking at traveling and whatever the case is, just don't use Emirates. Just don't. But it has to be South Africans abroad as a whole that opts for that there. You get what I'm saying? And if your company's paying for your ticket, take it. Take it. That's a smart thing to do. It's the right thing to do. It's part of your contract. You're entitled to that there. But traveling home during vacations and whatever the case may be, forget it. Don't use them. There are other options. Let them know that we have other options, and until such time as they are willing to, treat us with the same type of dignity and respect that they treat everybody else with, they're not going to get our business. I mean, correct me if I'm mistaken, but everybody, including the aviation industry, was saying, follow the science, follow the science, follow the science. They didn't really follow the science last year in November when they pretty much screwed us. So the thing is, I will not be using Emirates Airlines for the foreseeable future. Now, I'm fortunate I'm not in the Gulf. I'm not in South Africa either. I am abroad, okay, much like you guys. But I am fortunate that I don't need to use any Middle Eastern airlines to travel. So that puts me in a slightly different position. But what I am saying is, as things ease up, as tensions ease up, as things open up, I appeal to you guys to use other airlines to travel. Emirates Airways needs to realize that they cannot treat the African market, the Southern African market, and more importantly, the South African market the way they have. We, as South Africans, have gone out of our way to deal with Emirates Airlines over the past 2 decades. And every time they've turned around and screwed us. I'll give you a small example of it, right? Emiratis don't need a visa to enter South Africa. South Africans have been working, doing business, pumping into the economy of the UAE for at least 2 decades. And to date, we still need to apply for a visa to visit their country. So if there's no reciprocity, that's fine, okay? But then you need to be able to accept the consequences of that there. I applaud DIRCO in a lot of ways. I think they're doing a remarkable job under the circumstances, all right? But it's time for us as South Africans, and particularly South African travelers, and even more so South African expatriates, to band together and say, you've treated us badly, really badly, for a very, very long time, even pre-pandemic, okay? Insulting us by offering us 223 kilogram, bags for cargo luggage, and basically saying, well, shut up. We know that you're always overweight and whatever the case is, so shut your mouth and be grateful. It does not work anymore. People have lost a lot of money. South Africans, expats, have lost a lot of money. South African travelers have lost a lot of time, a lot of money, away from family, away from loved ones. It's the emotional and financial burden that it's placed on all South Africans, and in particular South African expats. So my humble appeal to one and all is just this here. If your company is paying for your ticket and they say Emirates Airways, take it, okay? If you have vacation time and you're looking at going back home or going abroad or going wherever from the Middle East, don't use Emirates Airlines. They are going to try and entice us with cheaper flights and whatever the case is. It's pretty much an insult, ladies and gentlemen. It's an insult because they figured we'll throw you a 5 or 10% discount here and you'll shut up and you'll take it. No. As a whole, if we band together and put them in their place once and for all, we're going to be treated with the respect that we deserve. Okay, that's pretty much what one part of what's been plying me, what's been worrying me for a couple of days now. I was going to put this video out a little bit earlier, but I thought it would only be fair to give Emirates Airlines in South Africa a chance to address some of these issues. They failed to do it. I'm not big on ultimatums and stuff like that there, but I'm not big on my own people getting screwed either. So I will be putting out another video with regards to certain other solutions as South Africans abroad, and particularly South Africans in the Middle East, things that we could be looking at to ensure that we are treated a lot better and that we stick up for one another a lot more. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you like the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, click on the bell icon to be notified of the next video. Like I said, I'm still on vacation until the 9th of February, so I will be doing a lot more videos, and thereafter I'll be doing it once a week. Again, I must say a big thank you to all of you who have watched the previous video. It's just something that makes me feel like I'm contributing in a positive way to helping my country and helping my people. So until the next video, you guys stay safe out there, look after yourselves and look after one another, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers, bye.